was so strong to just go live in the middle of your explanation, but I,
I
didn't want
appreciate
you to
that.
do that to me in retaliation.
Hello,
Hey,
everybody, and
hey,
happy
everybody.
Wednesday. Wednesday, February 19th. Welcome to Writing Sprints with your hosts, Hank Garner, and myself, Doug. I see there's lots of chats going on here,
Oh,
specifically
man.
about the weather. Be having
Yeah.
almost a foot of snow in your front yard. I wish I could share a
Ooh,
photo. Maybe I will in the cafe of the snow here. Because what I didn't say to you before this, Hank, was actually
yeah,
yesterday I was feeling a little down. I was feeling a little down in the dumps. Motivation wasn't there because
yeah.
I'm over this weather, my friend. This winter is more than a Canadian winter. It is like a northern Canadian winter. like,
Yeah, we're
like
we're having, brutal weather today. It's like 50 degrees, which is I don't know, what's that in Canadian weather?
like 10.
Like, yeah, something like
Yeah, 10 degrees Celsius. I'm
yeah, it's
spot on.
frigid. Absolutely frigid.
All right,
Yeah.
let's say some hellos to people. We have Rosalinda in here, Leah's in here, Renee, NJ, Ashley, Robert, David, YR, Owens. Hello, hello, Emily. I B is in here, and Emma Aaron's in here. Hello. Sarah's in here. Hello, Sarah. And I think I got everyone who's chatted so far. If I didn't say your name or if you haven't chatted, hello to you too. This is our normal writing sprint, our Tuesday to Thursday writing sprints. We're doing 3 20-minute sprints today with 5-minute breaks in between. That said, I put the links in the description, so they should be right below us. If not, I'm sharing the first link in the chat, and I'll share the future
It
links.
does my heart so good to pop in and see folks ready to join us in sprints, and
No.
just knowing we have this community of people that depend on each other for
Mhm.
motivation, and it works. It inspires me when I'm not feeling it and I see everyone just waiting and ready to get going, you know.
Yeah,
What
absolutely. I
amazing.
completely agree.
Yeah.
It is it's very cool having this community. It's very cool that we have the privilege of being up here and hanging out with you all and writing words and just keeping each other accountable and motivating each other. Um
Absolutely.
we have what, 2.5 minutes. Hank, I had this wild idea just
Yeah.
before I logged in today.
Ooh, lay it on me.
I'm revising my novella that we
Okay.
wrote in November, right?
Right.
But I'm also
Right.
writing this horror story that I will be writing.
Okay.
And I thought to myself, okay, that's time is finite. I only have so much time, right? And a Dabble has told me, hey, if I want to get my 80,000 words by the end of May for this horror novel, I need to write 600 and something a day. Excellent. That's doable. But
Yeah.
I write more than that in sprints. So, what if I take on this challenge to only write this novel during our Tuesday to Thursday writing sprints, and then Friday to Monday, I'll work on my revisions for my novella? And so that is what I'm going to be taking on for the next couple months, hopefully getting this done by the last Thursday in May.
I like that idea. I like having your week segmented, and
Hmm.
on whichever day it is what the task is for that day. I think that does
Yeah.
good things for your brain when you sit down and you have an expected thing, and uh, that's a little bit of what Dean Wesley Smith and I talked about yesterday, was the expectation that when you sit down at a certain place, there's certain work going on. And that's actually what I'm writing about in sprints today. I'm going to write an essay that for on my free write about my process over the last couple months of how I've been writing and how I incorporate my free write into Dabble and all of that. So yeah, that's what
Excellent.
I'm gonna.
I just shared that chat with Dean from yesterday. I haven't been able to catch up on it yet, but I know Dean had some bold opinions on some things.
Oh,
So
it is one hot take after another, and I'm of the opinion that after 50 solid years of being a professional paid writer for 50 years, you have some standing in
yeah.
being able to share some hot takes. Now, while I might agree or might not agree on how some of those things work into my process, he has every right to say them, and I highly encourage everyone to go back and watch it. Anyway.
All right. With that said, 20-minute sprint has already started. We'll see you all on the other side. Alrighty. That is our
Well,
first sprint done, everybody. What did I get? 909 words that time around. Just
I got
flying.
I got 587. So
Excellent. Excellent.
yeah,
Excellent. My
getting me a
goal,
minute to
since I
get started.
changed my goals in Dabble to reflect my desire to only write Tuesday to Thursday for this one, I'm aiming
Yeah.
for 1,587 words every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday till the end of May. So already more than halfway there with one sprint, which is good because I like, even with a daily goal like this, I love getting ahead in the word count because there will inevitably be a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday when I
Oh yeah.
cannot write, probably more than
Uh,
one. So,
of course, and that I'm pretty sure there's some law about that you know
oh yeah.
kind of the best laid plans of mice and men law or something.
Well, B got 648. Ashley got 564. Aaron edited 2 pages, got 69 words. Robert 452. Emily 789. Gosh, so much fun. I agree. Renee edited 2 pages and 43 new words. Rosalinda 548. Sarah 146. Leah 330. Michelle 398. David 233. Rosalinda saying, I don't understand how someone can do 900. It's not, 900 isn't the norm for me. It's normally closer to 700, but I have some pretty detailed notes for this one because this chapter that I'm writing is the inciting incident for my novel. So it's a big moment. And admittedly, even as I was writing, I'm like, this line, that's going to get cut. That's
Yeah.
not a good line. Athena, welcome.
There's
Kara,
something
welcome as
about
well.
that. There's something about when you're so prepared to write a scene that it's like you're chasing the words. It's like
Yeah.
they're just ahead of you, and you're typing as fast as you can. And I know, I talk a lot about the writer magic and some days it's just like that. Like they're just it's right there.
I shared the link for the next sprint in the chat there. It is, you'll notice in the top left for both the first and second sprint, there's the join the next sprint here link that will take you to the next one as well in case, we forget or it's not there. And again, should be below us.
B said it's Niagara Falls and you're trying to catch it in a bucket.
A good
Exactly.
one.
Yeah. I love that.
I saw earlier Ginger saying I loved it when he said beta readers are just stupid in reference to Dean's chat yesterday. And I do, again, I haven't seen it, but this is something that Hank brought up in our company chat
Yeah.
last night. I will say, and Hank, you said this, Dean has 50 years of writing
If
experience.
yeah. If I'm not
I
mistaken, he sold his first story in 74. So
That's
that's
crazy.
50. That'll be 51 years this year. So
Yeah, so Dean will have his own opinions and his own processes and his likes and dislikes. If you are a newer writer, I strongly encourage you to embrace beta readers until you find your own process, because that external feedback, so beta readers, critique partners, editors, you need that in order to establish your strongest writing self, so that in
yeah.
50 years you can say, I don't use beta readers anymore. I think they're stupid.
Right. I mean, and you have to understand he's published thousands of stories.
Yeah.
His writer voice is established, his process is established. He comes to the keyboard and he falls into a story every day. He's doing a challenge, Doug. I don't know if you heard this part,
Mm-mm.
that he's writing a short story every day this year. 365 short stories this year. And then when he's done with this, and this is just a little challenge that he gives himself just for funsies. And next year, he's going to write a novel every 2 weeks in the year.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
So,
well, more
yeah.
power to him. That's wild. That's
Right. Right.
uh,
And if I'm not mistaken, and I'm sure these numbers are wrong, but he has something like 22 million books in print. That
wow.
so his process is firmly established,
Yes.
and he is at a much different place in his life and his career, in the way he goes about producing his art than you, I, and probably a handful of other writers that we know are combined. So
Yeah.
you know
Yeah, at a different place than like we might ever get to. So
right.
all right, folks, sprint number 2 starting. We'll pick this
All
up
right.
afterwards. We'll see you in 20 minutes. Alrighty. So ends our second sprint of the day. Let me make our lovely faces bigger. Oh, we had Jane and Iva join us whilst we were gone. Welcome, welcome. There we go. Emily saying, I want to highlight this. It was awesome to hear his opinions. Kind of gives it in reference to Dean Wesley Smith. It is Dean Wesley Smith, right? I'm saying yes. Where it was awesome to hear his opinions. Kind of gives you permission to do things your own way once you find it. And it's that
Yes.
last part there. I remember when I was taking the classes to become an editor, someone said, why do you need to know the rules of editing? And the teacher said, so you know when to break them. And
Right.
that makes sense, right? Because that's the case in anything. Once you
Right.
understand how things work, you can break rules, you can make it your own. There are some rules that you cannot break, right? Like just basic fundamental stuff. But when it comes to beta readers, when it comes to your own workflow, when it comes to how you write your books and how you publish your books, and once you find your own way, then you can start, saying things work and don't work for you. So, Hank, how'd that go for you?
767 words.
Ooh,
So yeah, I was
excellent.
I hit the flow state and the words just came out. So
I got 930 myself there. I don't today I'm feeling good. Today, like, just
that's awesome.
everything's kind of fallen into place. So let me get the invite out for the next one.
Yeah, Doug, I really want you to listen to the whole Dean Wesley Smith.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
chatted for right at an hour and full of hot takes and but you know some of those the more you think about it, you're like, well, he has a point there, and he has some, his whole thing about writing into the dark,
Mhm.
sitting down and he has no idea what's going to happen in the story. He just starts typing. Okay, I question that, because I have never, I have
How can you
pantsed
not know?
plenty. Yeah, right. I've pantsed plenty, and I always have ideas in my head, and so I don't know. I'm not accusing him of being dishonest.
No.
I just, if he's able to do that, I think that's fascinating.
Yes, yeah, and he
And
has that half a century of writing experience to back that up.
exactly. Exactly.
So,
So, maybe he's so in tune with his flow state that
yeah.
he honestly comes with no preconceived notions, but just trust that his creative mind, and he talks about the creative mind versus the critical mind and how to shift, and all that. Um, and maybe he's so attuned to that he just trusts that his creative mind is going to show up and stories are going to be
Yeah,
there. I don't know. He sits down every day after 50 years and is still churning out stories.
yeah.
He had a stack, like, I don't know, close to a foot deep of short stories that he had written that he hasn't gotten around to publishing.
I don't
So,
have words,
I
man.
I know
I
I
don't.
know I know. I mean,
Yeah.
he said, "I just sit down and I write every day because I love doing it, and I'll eventually get
Good.
around to publishing them." And
But also, if you've sold however many millions of copies of your book,
exactly.
you're in no rush, right?
Yeah,
We have a minute left, but I do want to point out we had some big numbers from that last one. Athena
yeah.
580, Rosalinda
Congratulations,
46,
everybody.
B 819, Electrical 414, Ashley 679, Emily got 805, Sarah got 162, 324 for Leah, like pulling teeth. That's funny.
So funny.
NJ asked here, this might be a question for afterwards, so I'm going to
Okay,
start it for us. But about taking creative writing classes, so you wouldn't be painted into a corner, but maybe you should try one. Yeah, we'll chat about that after because I personally think the more learning you can do, the better. But
absolutely.
that's more than a 17-second
Yeah,
answer.
yeah. I'm gonna step
All
out
right.
on this one. It was a
Okay.
joy joining you all. We have office hours tomorrow, don't we, Doug?
We do premium office hours tomorrow. I'll
Yeah.
run through a couple events when we're done this sprint. Hank, thanks for joining us. Everyone else,
See
we
you
got a
guys
20-minute
later.
sprint. Let's go.
Bye bye.
All right. That is our last of the 20-minute sprints today. How did everybody do? That was another 923 words for me, a total of 2,700 words today. And I am feeling exhausted now. I got a hello from Solomon over on Facebook. Hello, hello, welcome. We rarely get anyone joining us on Facebook, but it's always nice to see when we do. So if you join us over there, be sure to drop a like or a comment so that we can see it. Rosalinda got 514. Athena got 547. Ashley, 1786 total. And Electrical Tictress got 578 this time around. Awesome, awesome. I did say that I wanted to address NJ's question about going to a creative writing class and whether that paints you into a corner. To that, I say if you're going to do any kind of class, do some research ahead of time. First of all, you want to do a specific kind of class that's more geared towards your kind of writing. And NJ, you write sci-fi, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. So a lot of classes, especially through universities or like more that are geared towards samples from an MFA program, for example, will not be geared towards genre writing, right? And so then it might not be the best fit. But if you have one, if you see one that is geared towards genre fiction, you write genre fiction, go for it. Go in with your own notion of what you want to write. Be open to experience and expertise of other people. Let me do a quick catch up here. David got 257. And David, actually, while I see you there, let me know if you got this week's premium email, because you did bring to our attention that some folks weren't getting it. I hope I captured as many people as I could. Honestly, I think some people got it that shouldn't have gotten it, but we'll figure that out. I'd rather make sure everyone who's supposed to get it gets it. Right. B got 3,200 this time around in total. Sarah got 105 for this latest sprint. Awesome. Let's see. Oh, sorry. B got 2,200. Excellent. Still fantastic. 1,800 total for electrical. Almost 1,600 for Rosalinda. Fantastic. 2,100 for Emily. I was exhausted halfway through this one too, Emily. And to be honest, I'm shocked that I got as many words as I did, especially because I don't know if anyone was watching, but the words kept being wrong and I kept going to fix them. And this was a tough one, this third one today. So I'm glad we all hung in. Kara got 516. Leah got another 400, more than the last two. But the scene causes you physical pain. That's how you know you're writing a powerful scene, though, right? I'm glad you were able to get so many words written. Athena got a total of 1,200 in sprints and over 3,400 in total today. That's excellent. Excellent. B's wrists and fingers are complaining. Sarah saying, NJ, come to my classes if you're in the area. And Jane's just glad to soak up the writing energy. Athena, is that about the new workshop? Yes, Athena, it is. So I'll go through a couple of events. Let me pull up my calendar to make sure that I'm not missing any. For premium folks, you should have got the latest newsletter yesterday, and that's with a link to our workshop next week, all about conflict. We also have premium office hours tomorrow that there's a link for in there. For everybody, premium and all other Dabble subscribers and all other writers, we have word sprints tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. Eastern, as per usual. And on Friday, Abby is hosting a special W workshop, and that's with James Wade, and they're going to be talking about agents and queries. And Abby is very insistent that even if you are an indie author like me, if you're interested in self-publishing, you still want to go to this, because agents and query letters are looking for the same thing that like a description or a back blurb, oh my goodness, like an Amazon page description or a back blurb would be looking for. It's all about finding the best way to essentially sell yourself, which is a very critical and difficult skill to learn as an author. Let's see here. Ginger, got my character files organized in Dabble and used Destiny Salter's article in How to Write Compelling Characters from the Inside Out. I am more than happy to share that article for everyone here. Also, I'm just chatting away. We don't have another sprint, but I do love chatting with you guys. So let's do, because that is an excellent article, and Destiny is a fantastic writing coach. So I will share that in the stream here. There's the link to that. Carrie, you haven't been getting the premium emails either. You've checked your spam but didn't find any there. Let me Let me send a message to myself so that I can follow up on that. Okay. Sorry about that. Always a pain in the butt. We do our best with technology, but sometimes it works against us. Okay. Jam Brown doing deep reads of my absurd project marketing as I go. No idea what my words will be. That's fine. You're still doing the work. And that's the thing. You put in the work every day or as often as you can. We aim for those no 0 days, but no 0 days might mean, no 0 days every other day in a week, depending on what your schedule looks like. But just glad you're making forward progress on your book. NJ attended workshops in Coronado last year at a writers festival. Loved it. Super useful. Excellent. San Diego Writers Festival sounds like a lot of fun. Okay. And Athena, they do some workshops in the Bournemouth Writing Festival. Very cool. Yeah, add it to your ever-growing reading list. All right. Okay, everyone, we are going to call it there then. I really appreciate you all joining me here today with Hank for the first two as well. I'm glad you got your words written. Again, we have all those cool events coming up, premium events and non-premium events too. Oh, I forgot to say the actual workshop for Dabble Premium next Tuesday, being the one diving into conflict. It's going to be juicy. It's going to be a good one. I'm really excited for it. And yeah, thanks for joining me. I will see you all later. Bye for now.